Hi, my name is Cindi. I've been going through the Old Testament, pulling out some of the names of God in each book. And when I got to Deuteronomy, I find that I'm just so amazed by who God is. And so I'm going to just call out the names as it's written, and some of the verses that I highlighted that mean something to me. But Deuteronomy is the 5th book of the Bible. It's the 5th book of Moses. And it's his words to Israel before they went into the promised land. So here are the words that pertain to God. The Lord our God, the Lord God of your fathers, a consuming fire, a jealous God, a merciful God, the living God, God the faithful God, the great and awesome God. Chapter 3, verse 22. You must not fear them, for the Lord your God himself fights for you. Chapter 4:35. The Lord himself is God. There is none other besides him. Verse 39. The Lord himself is God in heaven, above and on the earth. Beneath there is no other. In chapter 6, the Shema. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. That's verses 4 through 9. Your praise, your God, God of gods, Lord of lords, the great God. Chapter 11, verse 26 through 28. Behold, I set before you today a blessing and a curse. The blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you today. And the curse if you do not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn aside from the way which I command you today to go after other gods which you have not known. Moses was a prophet. He was the first to prophesy about the Messiah. The Lord your God who brought you up from the land of Egypt. The Lord your God is he who goes with you. The Lord your God. The Lord, he is the one who goes before you. He will be with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. The rock of his salvation, your Father, Most High, the rock who begot you. Their rock, Israel's rock. God of Jeshurun, Israel. Their rock is not like our rock, the God of Jeshurun. Everlasting arms, eternal God, shield of your help, sword of your majesty. Wonderful names of God and his character. You know, I always go back to John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. And Deuteronomy tells me that God himself so loved us. I think that's amazing. Deuteronomy isn't hard to read. I encourage you to do so and see all these wonderful names of who God is. He loves us. He's with us. He's before us. He will not forsake us. And he gives us a choice, a blessing, if we choose him, to live eternally with him forever and ever. And a curse if we reject his Son, Jesus Christ, who came to die for us and who rose again. Don't refuse Jesus Christ. He is our salvation. God himself loved us so much, he was willing to give his only Son for us. Jesus is the rock of my salvation. God is the rock that I stand upon, and I love him so. My name is Cindy. I hope to see you again soon.